It's your standard hotel room. I was upgraded to the Sheraton Club level, so this is the 29th floor. That's a very, very nice bathtub. Some bathtubs you see in hotels are just, added on, extra. That's very nice. And look at this giant mirror. 2 complimentary waters here and 2 in the entry, so 4 total in the room. Standard lower end amenity kit. Minimal, but okay. They have this giant brick for the refreshments. For a local beer is 40 RMB. For an imported beer is 58 RMB. So yeah, it's high prices. You can go downstairs to the 7-Eleven and pick up a local beer for 3 RMB. The decor is aged, but it has got a timeless kind of feel to it, so I think that it's okay. You can see there are some scratches and some use in some of these pieces, but for the most part, it's very nice. As you can see here, it's an older LCD Philips. Generally, everything is extremely clean. And of course, you have the incredible Sheraton bed, which I will enjoy tonight. You can see here, it's not dirty, but it does have some wear and tear. I love the workstation. I mean, the 4 points that I stayed at, you can watch that video here, had a great workstation. This one has another great workstation. You can see here, now this is a nice leather, but it's got some wear and tear here. And that's only because, it's an older property. You can see here, the chair is a cheaper chair. It's one I wouldn't expect in a hotel like this, but it is comfortable enough. The compendium folds out like this. I kind of like that. That's just something different than your standard, binder compendium. So I'm pretty happy with that. For the TV here, you got all your controls so that you can plug in your laptop and use the TV as an extended desktop. Of course, on this trip, I'm using my wrap bag. Tonight, I'm going to a wine tasting and a birthday party. And then tomorrow morning, I have a dentist appointment here in town, followed by a full day of appointments. So I brought with me my wrap bag. In it, I was able to put my clothes for tonight's party, as well as my clothes for tomorrow's appointments. This view of Zhongshan is pretty great. That tall building there, that's a brand new building that just opened. And of course, this park is the Qizhong Park and the Qizhong River. This park used to be a shipyard where they built a certain type of boat hull. It was very famous for it, and then they converted it into a park. That's why it's got kind of an industrial look to it. Downtown Zhongshan, Lihe Plaza, and of course Wuguishan, the mountains in the back. I used to live in this neighborhood, actually. My apartment is beyond that tall building, just on the other side of that tall building, right over there on the 25th floor of one of those apartments. So this is my old neighborhood. So you can see the backside, there's an awful lot of new development going on. We have a new hotel being built there, mid-range. And of course, Friends Bar, the Fuhua Jiudian, which has been closed for a couple of years now, but the garden is still open. And then the rest of the Qizhong River area and the nightlife here. This development with the large apartments, this has been being built for over 5 years. And it's still not completed and still not open. We're all waiting on it. One thing that is a little inconvenient is the elevators. They're fine, but they have the old-fashioned key slot. We actually have to stick the key in the slot. So if your hands are full of luggage, you have to put everything down and then fiddle with it. The elevators are clean and they're very efficient, but that is just one example of how this property has aged a little bit and is due for some minor upgrades. The property is 10 years old now and it hasn't been through any kind of renovation, and it's showing its age in certain places. Well maintained, well cleaned, and a very classy kind of feel. It's timeless, really, but it does need to be upgraded in small little areas here and there. Well, I have to admit, the swimming pool is very nice. It's actually, it's very, very lovely. This is the best outdoor pool I've seen in Zhongshan, other than the Zhongshan Hot Springs pool. The service has been a hit or miss. The front desk guy was really great. He's the one who gave me the upgrade. He's the only one that actually wanted to talk to me. The security guards, on the other hand, have been a little bit forceful, you know, as far as like, who are you, what are you doing here? Put me under a little more scrutiny than they did the other guests. I'll leave you to guess why that is. It's other little things too, like multiple times, including when I had my hands full of bags, the hotel staff getting off the elevator don't hold the elevator for me. Those little instances are not 5-star service. See, this is a continued problem that I will continue to point out, is these types of hotels, Sheraton's, Crown Plazas, these are advertised as 5-star properties. They're not 5-star properties. These are not Four Seasons, Ritz-Carltons, things of that nature. These are 4-star properties, but they're advertised as 5-star. How do I know the difference? Well, for example, they advertise a spa here. There's no spa. They don't have full service. There's no one here to help you with your bags. They don't have a separate concierge service. Their staff is very minimal. This is a very common thing in hotels in China. So, and I'm not saying that they're bad hotels, but they're not the 5-star property. But then also, you're not going to be paying 5-star prices. This is actually a pretty good deal. I'm paying about $80 to stay here for the night. That's an insanely good deal for a property like this. So I'm not complaining about that, but don't come here thinking that this is the highest end property that you can stay at as a 5-star. It's not. But I do like to see this. A separate smoking room. People still go to the bathrooms and smoke in the bathrooms though. There's really no getting away from that. Now you can see here, part of the property is being renovated. They're putting something else in, but you have a couple of nightclubs attached to this property that are quite loud at night. I've driven through here many times, and it looks like a party. I love this park. This part of town is a gorgeous part of town. It's not the center of town, but it is one of the main nightlife areas, restaurant areas, and places where people congregate in the West District of Zhongshan. Again, I did a video that included this park called My Chinese Christmas. Sheratons back in America are kind of a hit and miss for me. I've never really had a great experience at them. To me, they've always seemed like older properties, but here in Asia, they're well known, they're very beautiful. And you know, this one is no different. Of course, one great thing about this property, as well as the one in Xiaolan, the Crown Plaza, is that there's a Starbucks right in the lobby. This is Paul Jolly. It's his birthday today and his party. Happy birthday to him, man. Check out Paul Jolly's channel. It's linked down below.